Alright, let's see if we can get this happy ending after all. Hello, my name is Gallade, and welcome to Oshean League Season 3, Week 10. Today we are fighting Coach Shiny and his new York Necrozma. Here's the deal, it's do or die. We have to win with at least +2 differential to have a chance of getting into the playoffs. It's a tall order, but I think we can do this. I have a plan in place. Can we get the happy ending after all? We have Roger, w10, Chronaut, Excelgor, Sigilith, who is rudely covering up Excelgor, and Tangrowth. On his team, Tapu Lele, Skuntank, Ghost Horse, Fortress, Suicune, and Dottler, my old friend. You traitor! You betrayed us all! Right off the bat, his predicted leads for me are going to be the Dottler to set up webs, or the Lele to set up Psychic Terrain. And you know, Psychic Terrain is actually really annoying as it stops both Chronaut and to an extent Excelgor. But we have a plan for that thing. Let's go right in. First things first, we're leading the Melmetal. Punch holes, it's what our plan is. Unfortunately, he leads the Fortress, the best thing to take a hit on this team. But don't worry, we can just punch this thing. We can't one-shot it, but we can at least do a nice chunk to it. And he is just gonna hazard stack. That is fine. Feel free to hazard stack all you want. I have Sash Sigilith in the back, and it is ready to clean. Make sure everything needs the Custap Berry. So plenty of things. So many hazards, and the Custap Berry explosion, I'm presuming. We're gonna go with the Sigilith here. We don't need Sigilith here. We have other plans to take out Ghost Horse. And lo and behold, he goes straight to Ghost Horse. We're defogging, getting rid of everything. That is fine. Sigilith, you gave yourself for a good cause. Next up, we're going right into Excelgor. And for my plan to work, I need that thing to not have its specs. So we are going into Excelgor to knock off. And you know what? It died, but at least I got rid of the threat. And now, here's what I should have predicted. I could have looked at Shadow Ball. I should have Crab Hammer to predict the switch. But at this point, it was too risky. I had to go straight for the kill and play safe. Lo and behold, I was punished for that as he went into his Tapu Lele. And now Psychic Terrain's up. But don't worry, I planned for this. But going into Zygarde 10, as he wants to Nature's Madness us, that is fine. He goes into Dottler, and we crit him! Too good. At this point, Draco Meteor kills. Yeah, we're running Draco this week. In theory, we can kill this thing, and everything should be Donkey Hori. And then we miss! We miss! Of course we do! Of course, the joke would be on him in about 2 minutes, as, well, you don't see you later. He's getting Expending Force as we want to Steel Roller! Look at this! We took away his power. We're gonna go on the Tangrowth here to punch this Suicune as we already... No Scald Burst, thankfully, and he just goes right into the Skuntank. Now, I'm noticing his Fire Blast, so... Just go in the Chronaut and Crab Hammer again. We can take whatever the thing wants to throw at us, right? At which point, we just punch really hard with Melmetal, making some wise switches between him and Tangrowth, and we should win in and get to playoffs. And here's where we lose the season! Burn! Burn! And guess what? We would have killed here! That's the season! That's how our season ends! This is how this saga comes to a conclusion. We wanted a happy ending. Well, I got news for you. This isn't a happy ending. We're never getting the happy ending. Is this... We had 2 finals appearances, and those were happy. Like, had we just gotten the playoffs, had we at least gone out with our dignity, we could have lost, giving it our all, and yet we lost to this. Why? We were, like, even if we lost without the burn, I could have called this a happy ending. You know, we did our best, we got 2 finals appearances. I said it's a pretty happy ending, but no, there is no happy ending. There is not a happy ending after all. But maybe just hope for the future, right? After all, MLP Season 13's right there. No. There is no happy ending. No hope for the future. I go into detail, but I've been advised to keep quiet. So, for those hoping for a happy ending, for some hope for the future, no. There is no hope. I'm sorry. The channel's just gonna go into a hiatus for a few days. I have ideas in the works. Don't worry, we're not dead permanently. But for now, thanks to some decisions, this is where we go quiet. But let's talk about the team. Let's have some fun. So here's what we got. let's go over the team in general. How did we perform this season? Not too good. But how do we like the team? Let's go in order. First, Melmetal. Words cannot describe how much I love Melmetal. It's come to the point where, even in casual calls with people, I refer to Melmetals as Roger. That's how much fun I had with Melmetal. Like, it cannot be understated how much I love this thing. It makes sense too. Bulky, powerful steel types have always been my forte. Back during Gen 7 leagues, one of my favorite mods to use was Mega Aggron. So I guess you could say it was a precursor to Melmetal. And yes, you can bet your sweet ass I'm drafting Melmetal again in the future. Hopefully. Next up, Mega Gardevoir. Gardevoir, I'm sorry. That's all I can say. I messed up. I did you dirty, man. Or girl. My own sister, and I did her dirty. I thought Melmetal Guard was one of the deadliest cores in existence, but it was probably my horrible playing of it, but it just didn't work out that way. So yet another season where I do not get along with the fairy types I draft. I'm so sorry, Gardevoir. Next up, Instanoodle. Well, you took the hits you needed to take. I put you in too often. I should have just put you in more. Honestly, I should have just put you in more when you needed to do your thing, and not try to play too over-predicty. That's my main weakness of the season. I tried to over-predict too much. And when I wasn't over-predicting, I was at some of my best. Just thinking, okay, here's what needs to happen, and I'm gonna do it. And that was when I was at some of my best. So that's on me. Crawdont! I love you! I love you. I love Crab. Crabs are the best, man. Crabs are the best things ever. Like, I remember during the power rankings, both of them said, oh yeah, I don't like Crawdont, it's a terrible pick. Well, guess what? Crawdont was the best pick of the season. Better than Roger, even. Maybe not better than Roger. But still, Crawdont did amazing. He pulled his weight in spades 10 times. What you give to him, he'll give back tenfold. You punch him, he'll hit you back tenfold. You give him love, he'll love you 10 times more. If you've never had the joy of using a Crawdont before, I want you to go and fix that mistake as soon as possible. Blaziken. Only came to a few games, but I'll give it credit. When I needed to put in work, it did put in work. It always took a command down with it. I could have started using more. I could have made some more plays with it. That's more due to my over-predicting. Like, if I wasn't over-predicting from the start of the season, Blaziken probably would have been a beast and a warrior. So, you know what, Blaziken? You did what you needed to do. Zygarde. In PMC and MLP, I always emphasize dragons as the superior type, the master type, the ultimate ones. But Zygarde just didn't do that. I guess I should have known. It didn't have a real nice way to set up. And to be fair, your missing Draco didn't really help you in the fight. Didn't help you there, Zygarde. You could have gone out with a bang. But no. Rotom fan, you never came. In fact, if you forgot he existed, personally, I wouldn't blame you. I would have too. Excelgor, you didn't come till late in the season, and you were just a replacement for Venomoth. But I gotta say, you did your stuff. You just came in, outspent everything, and were a general nuisance to the opponent. You were fun to work with. So while you may not have put in the best results, you still did what you needed to do. And at the end of the day, that's what I look for in a mon. Like, if it does what it needs to do, then it's good. If it goes above and beyond, like Crawdont, oh boy! Tauros, mascot pick, they always work out. Never forget that. Mascot picks are good. Tauros is proof. Reuniclus, I should have brought you more. But overall, you are a monster, a beast and a warrior. I loved having you around, and I will look forward to drafting you in the future, as I probably should. In Cutiefly, you were a web setter. Your roles were limited, but you did set up webs, so I guess I'm grateful for that. And yeah, that's our season. No happy ending, no hope for the immediate future. We have hope in the distant future, but that's not now. There is little hope. See you guys someday. Maybe?